Sony's PSVR2 is finally out, and you should not pick it up, at least not yet. So the VR headset comes with several noteworthy features, including an impressive 2000 by 2040 panel resolution and up to 120Hz refresh rate, an OLED HDR display, 110-degree field of view, dedicated headset audio via 3.5mm headphone jack, an IR camera with eye tracking technology. The headset requires a PS5 console for use, of course, and does not connect to PCs, unless for some reason in the future, PlayStation released their own PC launcher and they somehow got it to connect. But right now, 2023, PS5 exclusive VR. One very big improvement on the first generation of PSVR is the easy setup. This is done as it only connects via one wire, a USB-C cable, a very long USB-C cable, and although many of us would have preferred no cable at all, one cable is actually not that bad, as it rarely gets in your way. However, I know just this one cable will be the reason for many people not to buy it. Now, the PSVR2 bundle that I got came with the launch title Horizon Call the Mountain, as well as the controllers, which I gotta admit, at first when I looked at them, they looked a little odd, but I'm used to them now. They're actually pretty good. If anything, the strap is really easy to put on, and I'll be honest, I rarely put it on because the way the controllers are, even if it slips, it won't fall out of your hand. I did have some trouble with some of the buttons at first, but after an hour of playing, I actually got used to it, and I figured out where all the buttons were. The VR headset design is similar to the original PSVR, but I gotta admit it's a lot more comfortable. It's lightweight and adjustable, and it has a focus slider that minimizes image ghosting. On the bottom of the headset, there are two buttons, the center button which turns on and off the headset, and a second one to the right which allows the user to view in real life surrounding. Although in black and white, you get to see exactly what's happening outside of the game, as the headset has a camera right at the dead center of its face. If you already ordered the headset or already plan on getting the headset, one thing you should get is some good 360 headphones, as you can connect your own headset and don't have to use the ones that come with the PSVR2. Don't get me wrong, the headphones they sent are good, are average, they're not bad at all, but after playing for many hours, you'll really benefit from having some good headphones or some good earbuds. The PSVR2 headset comes with OLED black levels, but it does suffer from Mura issues. And although there was an update earlier this week, this really didn't help much. And although I did mention that the PSVR2 headset has a large field of view, this is only accomplished by you pushing the lenses closer to your eyes. And although I'm one of the lucky people that didn't feel any discomfort, I know a lot of people were commenting about it being uncomfortable, specifically on the nose. And I'll be honest, I got a fat fucking nose, so that's probably why this didn't bother me. One thing I should mention is I have some large glasses, and this didn't matter at all, as the headset fit perfectly onto my face. Well, almost perfectly. The headset did go all the way around my glasses, and I ever so often had to fix it to go around my glasses. However, on the side of my glasses, just a little bit of light could come through, and that would give me some weird glare ever so often, so I made sure not to have any light behind me while playing. But if you don't wear glasses, they should fit your face perfectly, or at least your eyes, as it will block out most of the light. A very impressive thing about it is that this is the very first VR headset to include eye tracking. While this feature has potential for a range of applications, no game yet has come out that uses it. And although I was worried this might get left unused, PlayStation had a state of play a while back that included one game, so far, that will use this feature to skip time every time you blink. So we're off to a start for now. Oh, and I was forgetting, there's a game that uses it to subtle auto-aim. Sony is using eye tracking to help users set their correct interpupillary distance and adjust the tilt of the headset, but I'll be honest, the calibration process does not provide a numeric value for the IPD settings. One thing I don't want to forget to mention is price. Yeah, it's actually pretty expensive. I'm not even gonna lie about that. I'm not gonna say, guys, there's more expensive headsets out there, but this is the best, blah blah blah. No, it's let's be honest, the headset alone is pretty goddamn expensive, and it gets worse if you don't have a PS5 console. Now, maybe I'm a bit mad, and I believe I already said this in a review, but God of War Ragnarok broke my PS5. So this year I had to get a new PS5, and now I had to get the PSVR. Now, I didn't have to, but I chose to. Now that was close to $1,000, and that hurt. I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, so before I keep going, I'm gonna give you guys the answer right now. The PSVR2 is fantastic. It's actually a lot better than I expected, and although I'm having a lot of fun with it, I don't think it's worth it, at least not yet. Now, it's not even the price, it's the games. I know we got a lot of games on it, but that's because are from the original PSVR that are now playable on the PSVR2. And although we did get some new games, I don't think we're gonna get another game for about one more month, and that's just one game that I know of. I don't even know what games to expect apart from that one. If you really want the PSVR and haven't purchased it yet, I gotta be honest, you should wait. I doubt it will go down in price, at least for some years. But let me tell you, I can guarantee you in about 1.5 years, 2 years, you should definitely pick it up. Most of the games are gonna be on sale that are already released, and we'll have so many more games to play by then. But right now, 1 month, you're done with all the games, or at least most of the games that look attractive to most of us. right now, I can't recommend it for people to pick it up. The PSVR2 headset is worth it. The amount of games, not really. And even if we got a game releasing every month, that's not enough. Now let me keep going. The PSVR2 headset is pleasant to wear, at least for me, and it's pleasing on the eye, as long as you make sure to blink. The setup process is quite easy, as it requires only the USB cable. You connect that to your PlayStation from the front. You load up your game, digital or physical, whatever floats your boat, whatever tickles your pickle. You connect a Type-C cable, pair your left, pair your right controllers. After that, you can disconnect them or charge them, and you turn on your PSVR headset, and you're ready to go. And now that I'm talking about this, I almost forgot to mention, the life on the controllers isn't any better than the DualSense controllers. And it sucks that you only got one Type-C cable, so you gotta get another one to charge them both at night. Or if not, you gotta charge one for a couple hours, then disconnect it and swap it for the next one. The Sense controllers come with a pinpoint motion accuracy and circular design that makes it easier to perform more specific motion. A drawback about it is the haptic feedback is very weak compared to the Sense controller, the DualSense controller. I didn't know whether to mention this or not, but I'm gonna mention it. Before getting the PSVR2, I did consider getting Valve's VR headset, but I didn't want to miss on any experiences that Sony studios will put out. And although these past years I've been more of a fan of Nintendo than Sony, the fact that I wouldn't be able to play any Sony games on Valve's VR helped me make the choice to jump into PSVR2 instead of Valve's VR headset. And this is good because it made me realize that, like me, many people will jump onto the PSVR2, and the reason I think this is good is because I believe the PSVR2 will sell good, which means that Sony studios will give us more games in the future. And even though some of the PC games on VR aren't on the PSVR2, for the most part, most of those games will eventually make it over to the PSVR2. And like most of you guys know, there's no backwards compatibility on the PSVR2. But like I mentioned earlier, some third-party companies are moving their games over to the PSVR2. And although it sucks that you have to rebuy these games, if you really like the game and really want it with a better presentation, the price is worth it. I'm not even gonna lie. And some of them are free to download, which is fantastic. And I know not being able to play past titles from the last gen is very unappealing for many people. It is no problem for me personally. So in conclusion for this video, guys, do buy the PSVR2, but not yet. Save your money, because I guarantee you, one day you'll see like 2-3 PSVR2 games on sale, and that'll be the time you'll want to pick up your PSVR. Because trust me, one day or 1 month you'll see all these PSVR2 games on sale, and that'll be the best time to pick up the PSVR2. And although I know it sucks to wait for it, personally, although I have the PSVR, there isn't much for me to look forward into, as the future is quite deserted for the PSVR2 at the moment, at least in my opinion. Thank you for watching and have a great day.